Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today is part 2 of What If Naruto was in the anbu. We left off with Naruto becoming an anbu squad captain and completing many more missions. Another 4 years pass and nothing much happens. He completes 4 S rank missions, 22 A rank missions, 22 B rank missions. This makes him have completed 5 S rank missions, 73 A ranks, 130 B ranks, and 5 C ranks. Hiruzen would then call Naruto to his office. Naruto arrives in his anbu attire with his mask on. Hiruzen would say, "Naruto, stand up and take off your mask." Naruto does as instructed and takes off his mask. Hiruzen says to Naruto that his mission, until further notice, is to act as an undercover member of Team Kakashi, a new Genin team. Naruto nods. Hiruzen then says, "The last Uchiha, Sasuke Uchiha, is part of your team. Your main goal will be to protect Sasuke Uchiha and make him stronger." Naruto says, "Yes sir." Naruto will then leave as Hiruzen says to himself, "I just want you to be a normal child and live a normal childhood." Naruto would go home, learning how to perfect his medical ninjutsu, as this was another technique he'd be learning over time. He is around as good as a Chunin level medical ninja. Furthermore, Naruto manages to learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu over these years from the help of Hiruzen. This will progress his training. We would now skip to Naruto going to the academy. In normal attire, he would wear the same orange as he doesn't have anything else. He would wait patiently for Kakashi without saying a word. Kakashi would arrive and immediately recognize Naruto and think to himself, "Why is Naruto the shadow of the leaf on my team?" Kakashi would take all the members of the team to the rooftop and ask for their goals, likes and dislikes. Sakura and Sasuke would say the same as in canon, and Naruto would say he has no likes or dislikes and doesn't have a goal either. Kakashi would take no note of this, as it's what he expected, and then tells everyone to meet at the training grounds and don't eat unless they want to puke. Kakashi then uses body flicker and disappears. Naruto would then stand up and do the same. He would follow Kakashi and easily catch up to him. Kakashi would say, "So, what do you want?" Naruto would say, "Kakashi, I'm here to inform you of my special mission. I've been instructed by Lord Third to tell you." Kakashi replies, "Let's hear it then." Naruto says, "My mission is to protect Sasuke Uchiha and make him stronger. I presume it's so the last Uchiha of the leaf becomes a huge asset." Kakashi then says, "I see. Don't show up to tomorrow's test, as it will have no reasoning if you were to take place." Naruto would say, "Yes sir," and he would leave. Naruto will train for the rest of the day, and he would practice his stealth techniques. Naruto has been trying to become one with his surroundings in order to further increase his capabilities. Naruto trains by following around highly skilled anbu and making sure they can't trace him. However, every time he does this, Naruto would feel something similar to chakra, but not chakra. Naruto would be trying to figure out what this weird feeling is. After sitting in a tree for over 5 hours, he begins to try to use this weird chakra. However, as soon as he absorbs a little, his actual chakra pushes it out. Naruto, for the time being, would decide to give up on this. Naruto, as instructed, would not show up to the bell test. However, his curiosity got the better of him, so he would decide to watch from the shadows. Sasuke and Sakura retreated as it wasn't looking good, so Naruto decides to help them. Naruto would reveal himself to them and say, listen, you can't win, just use teamwork. That's the best way and you will pass. I've seen this too many times. Naruto would then retreat into the shadows once again. Sasuke and Sakura would decide to take Naruto's advice. Naruto would continue watching as Kakashi would finish up the bell test and pass Team 7. Naruto would then stop hiding in the shadows and reveal his presence. Kakashi would immediately notice and would say to Sasuke and Sakura, well done, you have passed. Naruto should be here soon. He already passed before you two. Naruto would appear beside Sasuke and Sakura. Kakashi would then say, Lord Third has been kind enough to grant us a C-rank mission. We will have to go to the Hokage's office to receive the instructions. The team would then head to the office and Hiruzen would say, ah, you're here. Team 7, the mission you shall be assigned is to escort this bridge builder to the Land of Waves. As he says this, a bridge builder walks in drunk and he begins making fun of all the members, when Naruto immediately gives him a glare. Tazuna would immediately stop as he senses Naruto is dangerous. The Land of Waves arc would then begin. Team 7 would be walking on the path on the way to the Land of Waves, when suddenly Naruto would feel a presence. He would throw 2 kunai and shuriken above him. The 2 shuriken would then collide with the kunai and would go behind him and impale 2 rogue ninjas. Naruto would then appear behind them using lightning style to fry them alive. The rest of Team 7 turned around to see Naruto standing behind 2 dead ninja on the ground. Naruto would then walk towards them and say, Sensei, let's continue the mission. Kakashi would then say okay, and they continued on. Kakashi would think to himself, he's even better than I remember. I couldn't even see him move. I don't think the Sharingan would have been able to completely keep up with him at that speed. Sasuke, on the other hand, would be annoyed because Naruto took the spotlight even though he was meant to be the weakest on the team. Sakura would be still in shock that Naruto killed 2 people without even flinching. As they are walking, Naruto would say, Tazuna, this isn't a C-rank mission. We were attacked by ninja. Tazuna would flinch at this, and Naruto would appear in front of him and say, you tell me who is hunting you and how strong they are. If you don't, we will stop the mission right here. Tazuna would be in fear as he would feel intense bloodlust from Naruto. Tazuna would then say, a gang leader named Gato. I don't know who he can send, but he has enough money to send anyone. Naruto would sigh and turn around and then continue walking. Kakashi would ask Naruto where he was going, and Naruto would reply with, we are going to complete the mission. Kakashi would sigh as well, and then follow Naruto, and the others who are confused follow behind. Suddenly, Naruto would sense something, and Sasuke would too. They would both throw kunai into a bush, but only hitting a rabbit. Thinking it was just him, imagining things, Sasuke would carry on. However, Naruto knew that this would get the better of him, so he would create a shadow clone with one hand and would then make it seem like the shadow clone was him. No one noticed but Kakashi. However, Kakashi knows that Naruto's mission is to protect Sasuke, so he pretends that the shadow clone is the real Naruto. Naruto would then use his shadow style and conceal his form and presence, and he would begin searching around for a bit when he would hear commotion behind him. Naruto would rush to where it is, still concealing his presence, and would see Zabuza in front of Kakashi, and they would be squaring off. Naruto would think to himself, Kakashi should be able to handle him. However, this is a threat to Sasuke. I probably should eliminate him now. Naruto would then transform to look taller and put on an anbu mask, getting ready. Naruto thinks that his clone should be able to hold his own protecting Sasuke and the bridge builder, but not for long. Kakashi would get careless and get trapped in a water prison, despite him being stronger than in canon. Naruto would think to himself, "Kakashi, you should have known not to get cocky." Naruto then would transform back to his normal state, as he would be able to fight more efficiently, and it would be quicker this way. Naruto would then pull out a kunai, and would use lightning style to coat his kunai in lightning. Naruto would then blitz behind Zabuza, causing him to substitute himself away before getting killed. Kakashi would say quietly, "Take care of this for me, Naruto." Naruto would say, "Understood." And Zabuza would then say, "Kid, you seem quite powerful." Zabuza's face would then turn pale, and he would say, "Wait, you the shadow of the leaf." Zabuza would be a little terrified as word got around as this same person caused the Mizukage to retreat a while back. Zabuza would regain his composure and would think to himself that he can take on the Mizukage now, too. And he can take on this kid as well. Before Zabuza knew it, Naruto was behind him, and he swung a kunai at his neck. Zabuza would dodge, however, he would get cut slightly. Naruto would then clash with Zabuza once again. However, as Naruto is younger, he doesn't have the physical capabilities to overpower Zabuza, so Naruto would backflip away and would try a new tactic. Naruto would draw a small amount of chakra from the Nine Tails and would get a light orange aura surrounding him, like he had versus Neji and against Gaara. Naruto would then rush at Zabuza again, even faster than he was before. He began cutting Zabuza in many areas that would cause pain if he moved. Naruto then would attack Zabuza once again, but just before Naruto was about to connect, Senbon would fly into Zabuza's neck, making him look seemingly dead. Haku would then appear and say that he will work on Zabuza's body now, and would proceed to try take Zabuza away. Naruto would appear in front of Haku and would say, "If you are Anbu, you work on the body right here, right now, no matter what village you're from. This is an Anbu role." Haku would then swipe at Naruto, and Naruto would dodge. He would then say, "It's just as I thought, you're working with Zabuza." Haku would then rush at Naruto and would try to hit Naruto, however Naruto would continue to dodge with ease. Haku would then use his full strength and create his demonic ice mirrors and try to attack Naruto. Naruto would manage to dodge the majority of the blows, however he would get cut 2 or 3 times. Naruto would then see Haku as a big threat, as he wasn't even injured by Zabuza, but this person here injured him. He would then begin to get mad and begin leaking Nine Tails chakra when the ice mirrors begin to crack. Naruto would sprout the One Tails and would completely destroy all the mirrors. However, even in the One Tail state, Naruto is able to stay in control. Naruto would then proceed to beat up Haku without mercy, and he would begin sprouting the Two-Tailed Cloak. Naruto would see Haku trying to get to Zabuza constantly whilst being brutally beaten. Naruto, for the first time in his life, would hesitate to kill an enemy. Kakashi would take note of this and would see Naruto as someone like himself. Someone who was trained in the anbu to be cold-blooded, but in reality, he cares for people. Kakashi would stop Naruto from killing Haku and Zabuza, and would say, "That's enough." Kakashi would then tell Haku and Zabuza to never come back. Naruto would then leave into the forest and let his clone go back to Tazuna's house, and he would switch places later. They would actually agree this time, this being Zabuza and Haku, to never coming back, as 2 ninja, with skill levels far above their own, would be guarding Tazuna instead of 1, who was about their level. Naruto's clone and the rest of Team 7 would arrive at Tazuna's house, and Kakashi, although not using his Sharingan as much, would collapse. And this is where we'll leave off part 2 of What If Naruto was in the anbu. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and consider liking and subscribing. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.